Let me just start by saying that I wish the title could have just been called Deadmund's Quest, because, in America, the whole title is Medieval Moves Deadmund's Quest, obviously trying to reinforce the fact that this is a move game, but it's such an awkward sounding name because when I tried calling it Deadmund's Quest, GameStop didn't have a clue, but when I called it Medieval Moves, my friends were confused. So, moving past that little stumble, the actual game is fun, for about a couple hours, but it's really nothing to write home about. The story is set in medieval times where the living and the dead coexist while skeletons work underground and out of plain sight. One day, an evil skeleton named Morgrim rises to power and attacks the people, converting them into his evil minions. The young prince Edmund is caught in the attack and is transformed into a skeleton, but still possesses a human soul. The prince nicknames himself Deadmund, and with the help of the ghost of a former king, Deadmund goes on a search to find some amulet that can stop the evil skeletons and save the kingdom. From there, a new hero is born. Born is what I said. The game's cutscenes are in the style of a stylized comic book, and I have to admit, I actually really like them because they do a good job at driving the plot along without too much complication. Since this game was created by Sony of San Diego, who also made Sports Champions, it reuses a lot of that game's mechanics. The three main weapons that Deadmund has are his sword, a bow and arrow, and throwing stars. All of these are controlled by swinging the move like a sword or reaching behind your back and holding the controller out straight to fire arrows, much like Sports Champions. The throwing stars are the worst, and here's why. Just like Disc Golf and Sports Champions, they are very difficult to aim, making it a problem to easily hit enemies from a distance. I don't know if I had the camera calibrated incorrectly or if it just wasn't good programming, but it really should have been designed better. All of these motions easily wear on your arms and legs, so it's encouraged to take breaks, but it wouldn't even be that bad if you had full control over the character, but you don't. I know it looks like I'm moving him around, but the whole time the game is set like a rail shooter, where Deadmund walks down a corridor on his own and stops halfway so he can fight some enemies and then continues. Every once in a while you come across a shooting gallery where you can collect coins and collectibles, which don't really do a whole lot besides unlock trophies. You collect these items by shooting at them, so it can be very annoying when you're unable to get them while you're automatically moving down the paths. The variety of enemies is pretty limited, but the boss battles were actually a lot of fun and pretty creative, which was a welcome change of pace from the rest of the game. Overall, it's not a game to buy a move for unless you already have one, and just want more Sports Champions action.
Nice save, lad!
I can't believe Peter turned into that! What is this place?
Morgrim must be mining the ground for materials. The good news is, we should be able to cut through here to get to the forge.
Good. The foreman must have a fragment. It is strange Morgrim hasn't posted more guards for the amulet pieces, though.
He probably thinks there's no point. We must be running out of time. Morgrim's building some kind of doomsday machine with these minerals. I can only guess at the power he'll have if he can use it to control the gates.